everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today's video is one I am incredibly excited to be filming. I'd actually planned on filming something else today, which is why I'm dressed like this, but then I got a package in the mail and I was just too excited to talk about anything else. So in case the thumbnail and title and introduction didn't give it away, today I'm announcing my partnership with the McCall pattern company, who reached out to me early last year. Shortly thereafter, I toured their headquarters in New York City, and ever since then I've been working with them to make some of my original designs into commercial patterns that can be purchased at most craft stores as well as through their website. This means a lot to me for two reasons, and the first is quite selfish. As I'm sure you guys know, I'm primarily an online creator, so I'm used to seeing my success and accomplishments, if you can even call them that, measured in numbers on a page. And if I think about it and I think about the people that are behind those numbers, it's absolutely wonderful, but it's quite difficult and shallow sometimes when that is your only viewpoint and measure of your success. So having something that I can hold, that I had a part of creating, that is available on such a large scale, that can be mailed to you or purchased in all of these different stores in a bunch of different countries. Like, I can't even tell you how much joy that brings me and how much that means to me and how big of an accomplishment this feels to me personally. And the amount of motivation and happiness that gives me is just, I really can't put into words. And I don't have opportunities like this if it weren't for those of you that followed me way back on Tumblr or have been subscribed to me for a year, or even those of you that randomly came across this video and are completely unfamiliar with my work. I wouldn't have gotten this opportunity if it weren't for you guys. And I'm really incredibly grateful for all of you and for all the people at McCall's. This might be my face and my design and my name on this pattern, but there are so many different roles and jobs that go into creating a commercial pattern that you can go out and purchase. So from the people that did the illustrations, to the graphic design, to the marketing, to the editing, to the writing, I really appreciate how many people have touched this and a part of making this a reality for me. I'm also really excited for you guys because for as long as I can remember, the top comment on things is, where can I get the pattern? Does this come in my size? How do I make this? And I've always felt quite guilty that I can't provide that side of things for you. I'm very comfortable taking you through my process of constructing things, but when it comes to the grading and the scanning and the step-by-step instructions and the illustrations, I just don't have the time or patience or ability to do that on my own. So this really is just like a dream for me, and I'm so excited that they wanted to partner with me and make this a reality. So with that sappy intro out of the way, let's talk about the pattern itself. It is pattern M7732 and it is part of the McCall's costume line. This pattern is currently available on their website, which I will link down below, and they do ship internationally and are having a pretty great sale right now, so I suggest checking it out. It's also available at most Joann's stores, and I believe it will be rolling into all locations that usually sell McCall's patterns as we get further into spring. This is part of the early spring launch, so not all stores will have it yet, but should be available pretty much everywhere at some point in the near future. The actual design of the pattern is for my turn-of-the-century plaid walking suit, which I made in early 2016. Even though this project is a few years old at this point, it's still one of my favorite things I've ever created. I love the design of it so much, and I feel like it has a lot of really unique details that I'm not used to seeing in commercial patterns. So I was really excited when they contacted me about launching with this one, since I feel like it's a really good representation of my work and all of the things that I love to do and the future patterns to come. This pattern includes the jacket pattern, the blouse pattern, as well as the skirt pattern, and all of the details that make this project so much fun, like the bias grain line, so you can cut this out in a chevron print if you prefer. It also has the pattern for all of the soudage detailing in case you want to follow that, as well as the wacky collar and the large pleated panels on the sides. And of course, like with all commercial patterns, they have instructions on how to accomplish all of those techniques, as well as markings on the pattern that will aid you in that process. This pattern is available from size 4 to 10, as well as from size 12 to 18. So it should cover a pretty wide range there. I also want to mention that my sample for this was made out of fabrics that I purchased from Joann's, or at least fabrics I primarily purchased from Joann's. The main fabric used from this was from their Platitudes collection, and I think I got it for like $4 a yard. So you don't need a really fancy material to accomplish this. And I believe I got the souttage cord and the buttons on Etsy or in the Garment District. Regardless, those are easy to find online if you're interested in doing all of that detail work. The last thing I want to mention is that this isn't the only pattern that I will be making with McCall's. I do have a 2-year contract with them, which means you're going to see at least another half dozen pieces out of this relationship. I've already sent them off a Renaissance dress, which should be coming out in late spring or early summer, as well as a 18th century piece that I'm incredibly proud of, and a fantasy / 18th century court inspired dress and cape, which will probably be coming out in a year's time. So definitely keep an eye out for more of those, and I will probably do announcement videos for them too, because this is such a cool thing to have happen to me and I just want to talk about it, and I don't have a lot of friends, so you guys are going to get the brunt of it. So I think that covers everything I want to mention. If you are interested in this pattern, then you should go out and buy it, because the more support that is shown for it and the more copies that are sold, the more opportunities I will have to make more in the future, and I'd really like for that to happen. And if you'd like for that to happen too, then you should definitely go out and get this one. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. Thank you so much for watching and for the ongoing support that has made this a reality. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to getting more videos up soon. So definitely stick around for those, and I will talk to all of you very soon. Look what I found! It's very exciting. And now I want to try and find it in the boxes. Of course, it's probably sold out, since it's the bestseller for spring. And that's the page with the actual pattern information. It's weird, it says it goes from 6 to 14 on this, and 14 to 22, but the pattern I got says it goes up to 18. M7732. No, we don't want this. 4. Yay! I think that's really cool. I should take a picture of that too.
It's very neat.
It is very neat. My mom and I were joking that I should sign them all, but I think that would be frowned upon.